Hello everyone, welcome to another lecture. My name is Kyofug, and today I'm going to be doing a special lecture. This is going to be a soft launch of my 2026 campaign to be the next big thing. I am running in this election with many other contestants in order to vie for one of the few spots available for us creative and artistic people who would like to take a role in influencing the people and culture. Now, a lot of people do this for nefarious reasons or selfish ones, and I must say, though I may sound like I'm blowing a lot of smoke up my rear, I am doing it for quite humble, respectful, pure, and only good boy reasons. We'll get into that during my lecture today. This is not the official campaign launch. This is only for people who are in the know if you know, and also for retrospective reasons in the future looking back. Again, soft launch, not the hard launch. The hard launch will be felt by the whole world. Today we're going to be using this drip mop marker that I got here. It's a base marker. Thought I'd try it out for fun. Also using the usual cardstock, okay? So let's go ahead and get right into it. Here we go. My name is K Y O dot in the middle of the O F U G. Okay, and I'm quickly realizing that this is too big to do writing words, so we will switch to this to do the rest of the title. Kyofug soft launch campaign announcement 2026. And it's for me, Kyofug. Okay, let's get right into it, guys. We don't have time to waste, and the time we do have to waste has already been wasted. Okay, let's get right into the real deal. Okay, here we go. So what is my campaign all about? It's about three things. I have three main policy points that outline my agenda. 1, boogie down economics. 2, mandatory fun. And 3, free markers for all. We'll get into the details of what all these 3 points mean, but it's a perfect outline of my campaign, okay? Boogie down economics, which pretty much is making money from making cool art and then using that money to do cool shit and make more art. Mandatory fun, that is getting out there no matter the status or the money I'm making or the things I'm doing, always getting out there and getting involved with the people, making free drawings for people, working with the community, and doing free collaborations and pro bono work for causes I believe in. And then finally, it would be free markers for all, which is that I want to always be giving out free art supplies, doing art with the community. It's all very important things to me. Now, before I get into these specific policy points in a more granular way, I'm just going to draw a few pictures for you and ramble a little bit. I'm good at doing that. And I also want to show you what I have going on in the drawing section. Now, we are going to be using this drip marker, which I've only started using today. I just got it in the mail. Very excited to try it. I know I am trying it on a flat surface, and this is a very small surface to be using such a drip marker, but we take risks around here, okay, folks? There we go. Look at that. I've been making art for years, and I've been making compulsive art the whole time. I didn't understand what I was doing. I didn't know it was a thing. you know, years later I got validated by seeing other artists doing the same thing I was doing, whether it be graffiti artists or it be, you know, for example, Picasso in the film Mystery of Picasso. He is boogieing down and he is doing improvised art, okay? And now he wasn't doing it on the side of subway trains, but maybe in a different time and place, he would have, okay? You know, he's a fantastic artist, or was, but he was quite a pig as well. And I don't condone his pig behavior. Honestly, I think he was quite disgusting in the way he conducted himself in his personal life. Though I do not shy away at the fact that he did distance himself from Dali when Dali was doing all the fascist bullshit, which I do appreciate. And now people do say, oh, but he was a communist. Yeah, but even that itself, like, he was kind of shifty around that too. He was a weird guy, but honestly, I say all in all, I don't think too hard about it. I love his art so much, specifically the film Mystery of Picasso. And again, I found that film way after I was doodling compulsively. I found it and it was more validating. It wasn't doing exactly what I was doing, but seeing someone do this sort of action painting that, like, but not in the way most people would think of action painting being, like, you know, a Pollock, you know, where he's going absolutely bananas. But it's the movement, the flowing, the risk, the touching down, and maybe you don't have so much of an idea of exactly what you're going to do, but you trust your instincts. Improvised art, sort of like jazz on a page. You know, I really dig that. And I would say my art is definitely good and nice. And I'd say that's definitely a good reason to spend a lot of money on it. I'm speaking directly to all the French art dealers who are watching this video now. I love this mountain marker, by the way. This is a gift sent from heaven. I don't know why I haven't been using one of these the whole time. It's exactly what I needed. I should use this on a bigger surface to make some really, really dope shit. I really want to do big murals. I really want to doodle places. I really want to add big artwork to public spaces. Of course, I would do it legally and maybe another way. The problem is, and as most graffiti folks would know, is that, I mean, 9/11 and the surveillance state and the Patriot Act and all that shit changed things. But definitely, and the availability of just having cameras everywhere, but also, you know, the internet and having cameras getting even more cheap, and especially in the age of the reactionary time we're living in now, when petty quality of life crimes are being treated as dangerous as the worst crimes, or more so being used as an excuse to prosecute people, to make news stories, and to get stats up of number of arrests and crimes committed in a certain area. They're going after quality of life offenses, like graffiti or small acts of vandalism and silly stuff like that, causing a public nuisance. And I think that's really lame. But it kind of makes it hard with all the AI face detection bullshit and surveillance state that's going on, where it's kind of difficult to go and do graffiti on a large level while having some sort of life outside of it. There are some people I've seen, especially internationally, who have just, man, I don't know how they do it. There's a lot of folks in Brazil and Mexico who are just going crazy. Or I'll follow their Instagram and they'll just do a huge piece on the side of a building. And they're just, her face, I forget her name. You probably know her. She's really big. She does that like cholo style graffiti. And these people are like just posting so hard. But a lot of I used to think like, oh, like how do they do it? They must have some secret. But if you listen to an interview with any of these people, a lot of them just get caught. Like a lot of the big names, like they get arrested a lot. Like they took the risk, and they weren't famous first. You know, they were taking the risks out there on the streets before they were even, they were even known. And at least now they have like built up a reputation, can make some money off of things. Like I saw an interview with, what's his name? Not Scarface. God, what's his name? Something Face. Not Meat Face. Oh my God, how am I forgetting his name? The guy that does the creepy ghoul faces. He's a gross name, and I remember his tag is something. Gosh, this is gonna drive me nuts. Anyways, I was watching an interview with this guy, and he was walking around without his face, while he was doing the interview, he was doing some big throw ups and stuff and tags, and I was like, how is he doing it? And I listened to the video, and he was just talking about getting arrested a bunch, and how right now what he was doing is extremely risky. Like, there's no trick. You're just putting your ass on the line and just hoping no one cares. You know, you can't do it and expect to live a pedestrian, just normal ass life and just be like Joe Andy with the LinkedIn and be a big name in graffiti, without one of those things lagging behind or getting completely fucked up. That's just the reality of the situation. It's an interesting looking guy we got here. There we go. Nice. He's a nice guy. All right. Let's do one more doodle, and then let's move on to breaking down some of these policy points in a more granular way, like we discussed earlier. If I can get a piece of paper out of this stack. Jeez. We're doing it live, folks. Let's do one more face here. I'm still balancing the like speed and pressure you're squeezing it at. There's definitely a happy medium of speed and squeeze where it's the perfect density of line. And I'm still getting used to that because you don't want to waste paint either. It's a funny face. Don't you love it when an idea just like you build something up in your head and then it's actually that good? You know, it's you learn in life that it's like, oh, it's never going to be that good. Like that's just the way shit goes, right? But then you get a graffiti mop. I'm not perfect with it. You know, I'm still, I just cracked this thing open today and started using it, but already just from doing a few doodles, I'm just like, oh, this is like what I've been looking for in a marker. Hey, this is perfect. It smells weird, not bad, but kind of sweet. It's a strange smell. All right, let's go ahead and get down into our first policy point of our agenda. I'm going to go ahead and use familiar cast of characters. We're using the Staples Durham Mark Chisel Tip today to do some of this writing. So policy point number 1. Boogie down economics. Now, I have discussed what boogie down economics means in another video. And that video discussed it more generally. I'm more referring to what it means in relation to my campaign to be the next big thing 2026. What I'm talking about here is, like I said earlier, getting down, making cool art. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay. I'm drawing like a big smiley face on a wall and making lots of money. That's the economics part. Boogieing down, making the money, putting that back into it so I can make more smiley faces, which will make more money, and using the money also to fund things that are good. What's a symbol for good? We'll do like do like that. That's good. That's goodness. So boogie down economics. We're making great art, which makes us money. We're getting down, we're moving and shaking, we're grinding and hustling, making the money, helps us make more art. This cycle goes. And also the money's going over here to help fund, support causes I believe in. And we're boogieing down by making art. I'm doing my dream, I'm doing what I love, and making a lot of money. That's boogie down economics. For our second policy point, mandatory fun. This mandatory fun is where I go out. Here's me. I go out no matter what status I achieve, because I'm aiming pretty high here, and I'm going to hit that target. And I'm going to make money, and I'm going to make people happy, and I'm going to get fans and supporters, and I'm going to make money, and it's going to be beautiful, and I'm going to make a lot of art, and it's going to be awesome. Okay? No matter how much of that happens, I'm always going to be directly working with the people, giving back to the community, but specifically, I'm going to be engaging with my audience. Now, there will be one caveat here. When I eventually get to a super, super big boy, big money art man zone, right? These people are going to be so many where it's going to be impossible to continue boogieing down and making the art and existing as a human being and interact with everybody. Okay? But I will still put the same percentage of the pie into interacting with the people. Like, I'll always be getting out there and responding to people's comments, to people's questions, to people's DMs. I'll always be giving people advice, giving people free drawings, interacting with the people, and getting people involved, drawing with people, doing community art projects with people, and having fun, okay? The essence of mandatory fun is just interact, getting like personal and engaging with people on a very real, like, no barriers way. Like, obviously boundaries for like health and safety, but what I mean is just being completely real with people. Like, here's a doodle, being matter of fact, answering people's questions, not trying to fib or be sloshy or gross about it. All right, let's get into our third policy point here, folks. This is the third one. I hope you're keeping track here, because this is all very important, but it's okay if you don't remember based off this one video, because I'm going to be blasting all of this information out, up, through, and around the wazoo, so don't worry about it. Third policy point here, okay, is free markers for all. This is pretty simple. No matter what status or level I'm at. Here's some markers and stuff and pens. Here's me. Always giving free art supplies and materials to the people. Doing, again, community art projects, let's all draw together, things like that. But literally just sitting out there with a table and doodling. Maybe like, hey, come doodle with me. Hey, nice chat. Cool meeting you. Here's a marker. Here's a pad. Draw some doodles today. Boom. Hey, here, I'll give you this. Hey, my tablet, I don't need this anymore. Here, take this. Here you go. Oh, here, I have this old bucket of paint. Here, have fun. Here's a can of spray paint. Here, have fun. Free markers for all. I believe in putting art materials in the hands of people and not being so persnickety about what it is. This is a Staples Duramark. You can do a lot of cool shit with this. It really does not have to be that complicated. So let me run back here to the top so we can just, of these three. So we have Boogie Down Economics, which is me getting down, following my dream, and doing what I naturally do, right? As the kids used to say in 2017, living your best life. Making the cool art and making a lot of money, and doing the cool art and making money and helping people, and it's awesome. And I'm boogieing down, and I just happen to be making money off of it because I have this God-given talent by God or by the trees or whatever. Mandatory fun. I'm always going to be interacting with people, fans, the community, direct involvement and engagement, always working with people. It's good and gravy. Get back to the community, interact with people on a same level basis. Three is free markers for all. Going to be giving free art supplies to people. Continue to do it. I do it now, but I will continue to do it and be generous and be giving to other people and give them free art supplies, because that is what you have to do. You have to be a good person and you have to give things to people, because that is how you live a good life. It is very simple. You give people things that they appreciate and that will help them. That sounds like gross. It's so stupidly obvious, but it's just as true. Like, everyone wears the fucking Mr. Rogers shirts. Everyone likes Mr. Rogers. Everyone likes Bob Ross. Everyone likes, oh, let's all be friends. Let's be nice to each other. Let's do a nice thing for someone. Yeah, let's do that. Don't overthink it. I'm going to give people markers. They can draw a picture. They can have fun. Like, it's a very simple concept. Now you're saying to me right now, I hear you. You're like, well, okay, I support your cause generally. Like, that sounds good, but what are you actually going to be doing? Good question. I am going to be doing art. Now, you may know me from different places. You may have met me in real life at a function. And you may have chatted with me and like, yeah, I make drawings or whatever. You may have found me on the Instagram. And you may be watching my Instagram videos, my little funny clips. And you might be like, this is the funny Instagram guy who says funny things. Whatever it is. Now, I am an artist in the sense that I am a performer and I draw and I do all those things. Every moment I am making art because my existence is art, because that's how my brain works. I didn't ask to be this way. I don't think I'm better than anybody else because my brain is this way. It's the way my brain is. Now, I will use those abilities, go out and do my thing, and share it with the world by making art, by making drawings, by making designs, and giving them to people, and showing my subconscious chemical reactions and my phonetic and cerebral and a gerbil brain activity, and showing that it takes two to tango and it takes three to rumble. This will involve in making big murals of drawn doodle men, scrambly scribbles, writing an essay about why you're wrong, and it will include nothing, and it will include all the things you hate, and it will include sandwiches, and it will include a Baptist church drawn in the style of a Klingon base, and it will include a shrimp sitting on top of a donut on top of a car. And that's nothing to write home about. Here's another doodle for you. This doodle is going to be... I'm going to accept the energy of one of you watching now. Let me accept it. Let me accept it. Come on. I'm feeling shivers. Okay, I see your nose. I see your big headphones. You're not wearing glasses. You're pretty pale. You have very thin hair. You're wearing a sweater. You're wearing a sweater with a stripe pattern. Knit sweater. In a warm room. And you're watching this. This isn't everybody. You know who you are. Okay, I got you. Alright. Here's what you need. You need this. You need square eyes. Here you go. You need square eyes. Then you need the big circle nose. Then you need the mouth that's like this bubbly mouth. Then you need the rectangle eyes. You need the box eyes. Then you need the 3 nostrils. Then you need the ears. 3 lump ears. Then you need the 2 hairs. Then you need the scratchy hair. Then a heart, because you're full of love. And a smiley face, because you're a pleasant person. THX, because totally heroic xylophone. Let's go ahead and wrap things up here, folks. This has been the soft launch of my campaign to be the next big thing in 2026. It's a soft launch, incognito. The public doesn't know, but a select few do. And also, a lot of people know about this soft launch, because this has been archived by the archive people, and you're looking back in this. And this is a documentary made by Scorsese about my journey to the top of the charts. And Scorsese's doing a voiceover while this is playing, and he's saying, "It's a movie." Alright. I have been Kyofug, that is K-Y-O dot in the middle of the O, F-U-G. And today, we did the soft launch of my 2026 campaign to be the next big thing. I would just like to say to close out this video, I am silly about a lot of stuff, but I am serious about one thing. And other things too. Not just one thing, but I can tell you about one thing I'm serious about. I want to make art for the people. I want to have fun making art. I want to make cool doodles. I want to make people smile. That's what I care about. I want to share creativity and art with people. I want to be drawing and having fun. And I think through playing and by following our subconscious and by messing around with our subconscious the way the early surrealists did. The beginning of the surrealist movement was all about diving into your subconscious to learn more about yourself and the universe. Surrealism at first was the end of Dada was the beginning of surrealism, where there was a good overlap. And that, I find, is a beautiful period. Again, I did not find that and then decide I'm going to make improvised art. I've been doing it my whole life. I just was able to find later on that there was a tradition, a practice of people doing this. I forget the surrealist painter's name, but of this, one of the early surrealists talked about, I was acting like this was a new thing. He was like, I just begin painting with no plan or drawing, without any plan, and just see where it goes and react to what's on the page. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I've been doing that since I was literally scribbling on the wall of the fucking womb I was in. I'm going to keep doing art, and I'm going to keep doing it with tenacious tenacity, folks. With vicious ferocity and with salacious succumbence. Yeah, we're making new words. And I'm going to be doing for you, the people, for me, one of the people, and for you know who upstairs, my upstairs neighbors, who are also the people. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again at the next lecture, and I hope you have a great day. Cheers.